Alright, folks. I am trying to keep myself occupied, trying to not focus on everything that's going on. So I thought I would do a walkthrough of my home, my apartment. This is where I live. Uh, it's kind of a mess in places, so I do apologize for that. I just haven't had the, excuse me, the energy to clean or anything. Should I barely have the energy to get out of bed right now? But anyway, here's a bunch of Mad magazines. uh, Super specials. These are all classics from way back in the day. If you look over here, number 10, 60 cents cheap. Uh-huh. Yeah, this one doesn't actually have the Don Martin nonsense crap in it. Uh, but I do have one that does. It's in the bathroom right now. It's my bathroom mad. Because I don't buy these for to sell them or anything. I don't, as long as they're like intact and not too bedraggled, not too fucked up, then I'll read the fuckers, man. That's the whole point for me in having comic books and things, is to read them. Over here, we've got my. I just moved shit around because I managed to find a desk on the side of the curb, and I nabbed that fucker because, well, I need a desk, and I was tired of using this thing here, this hutch or whatever the hell it is. As you could see, like Cyberpunk. I actually, that's one of the only things I've ever won there, that Cyberpunk book. And I won that in a giveaway. And there's Worf and a Tribble. Poor Worf. It was supposed to look like he was kind of pissed off because he was holding a Tribble. But as I look at it now, I realize it looks like he's fucking the Tribble. That there is a great book, by the way. I am a huge fan of things like that. Autobiographies of fictional characters, biographies of fictional characters, so on and so forth. Oh crap, was it Philip Jose Farmer? One of the classic like science fiction authors from the quote unquote golden age. Uh, Actually did like a couple of those himself. That's how I got into the subgenre. He did one of Doc Savage, who was an old pulp hero like the Shadow, but he was more like an adventurer. So more like the old 1920s, 30s, 40s Indiana Jones. You know, over here we have more Mad, the Beatles, Duffalo beer. Now there was a Duff thing that I went to. Well, not a Duff thing, a Simpsons pop up I went to a few months back when things were a lot better. Um, where I got that. Went with a couple of my very close friends that I've known, funny enough, from the internet, and I've known them since like 2003 or 4. So yeah, we'll move that just so that you can see what Little Lennon there is. That's my mascot, Little Lennon. You see, he's standing on my Garbage Pail Kids cards. I'm not taking those out because they're a bitch to get back in, but behind the Garbage Pail Kids cards is an actually complete set of Star Trek trading cards. There's Johnny Silverhand. Gotta love Johnny, huh? Buffy, Giles. Oh, do love me some Buffy. I actually do. Well, I don't love Joss Whedon, but Buffy's cool. And some graphic novels. Most of these were inherited from uh, anyway, uh, but I do love my comics. There's more comics in there, but they're just not in any sort of order. Over here we have my table. This is like my coffee table. We've got, more Beatles crap because I do love the boys. They are my boys. Weird Science. These are the Gemstone, Gladstone. Let's have a look here, shall we? Yeah, Gladstone. The Gladstone repros. Um, I do collect EC Comics. EC was the company that started publishing Mad Magazine back in November, December 1952. Um, anyway, yeah, here's more of those. I really like their science fiction comics. I'm a huge fan of their science fiction comics, weird science and weird fantasy. They also did horror comics like the Vault of Horror, Haunt of Fear, and the one everyone knows, Tales from the Crypt, which was also a really good TV show. Though they did redesign the Crypt Keeper. Some people say they prefer the original comic book version, some prefer the TV version. I like them both. To change everything is just some anarchist stuff. Propaganda, basically. I myself am an anarchist. That is my political belief. I am not willing to discuss it or debate it. I don't really talk about my beliefs for that reason. The Creeps. is a modern version of magazines like Creepy, Eerie, Vampirella, and so on that existed in the from the 60s through like the 80s or 90s to kind of take up the spot where EC's horror comics um, left when that all happened. Over here we have Science Fiction Age, which is defunct now, I think, and Analog, which is not. I do love both magazines. I love literary science fiction, and when I have the money, I do want to subscribe to Analog again. Well, not again. I never actually had a sub to them, did I? Anyways, I wanted to subscribe to either Analog, Asimov's, or both when I have the money because I want to get back into reading literary science fiction and I want to start submitting my short stories again. But I don't know what people are doing right now. I don't know what Asimov's and Analog are looking for. I figure, this way I can kill two birds with one stone, get my literary fix in, and see what's what. You know, over here we have, my couches. I have two of them. There's that one too, and that one. Yeah, and then over here we have more mats. Over here, they're not in any particular order right now. Um, I just don't have the energy to fix up and organize and clean. Like I said, over here is just my table. I don't really use this for much except as a table to hold, excuse me, stuff. You know. So you've got like my apparel. I have my sweater here, my hat, the hat that I was wearing when I broke my face. I think there might actually still be some blood on it. My blood, fortunately. Uh, my scarf. Yes, it's a Doctor Who scarf. I've had it for ages. It's my favorite scarf. Because the Fourth Doctor was my first Doctor, though no longer my favorite. Actually, I have to go with Seven. I love Sylvester McCoy. And anyways, as you can see, I love to read Kingdom of Fear. Love Hunter S. Thompson. Love like horror and suspense. Mickey Spillane there. I do love good hard-boiled detective stuff, and of course the electric Kool-Aid acid test from the man in the ice cream colored suit. Gotta love. I do really love Tom Wolfe, though that's not my favorite. My favorite would be The Right Stuff, which was written about Chuck Yeager breaking the sound barrier, the beginnings of NASA. I want to say Gemini missions, maybe. And anyways, this is the bathroom, as you can see. It does need to be cleaned. I definitely need to sweep, clean out the shower. We're not even gonna look at the shower. Ugh, this is a little bit of paper towel, I guess. I have no toilet paper, and with the storm right now, I won't be going out to get any, so I'm gonna be using paper towels, I guess. But anyways, I like to read when I'm on the loo. So there's like Cory Doctorow. There's another Cyberpunk 2077 book. Yep, that's the guide to the game. Two more issues of Mad Magazine. This is a Stephen King book. Yeah, Night Shift. Love me some Stephen King. He's a good author. At least I think so. I know not everybody agrees with me, but like if you've read like his nonfiction, you really do get a taste for how intelligent this man actually is. And dear Lord, this guy is fucking genius. Which makes sense since yeah, that's the bedroom, by the way. Nothing ever happens in there. We'll give it a look, but this is like where most of the mess is, as you can see. I'm not really in here very often, so it doesn't matter. More books and lots of other junk. Yep, yep. So that's my room. I know it's a huge mess, and I do need to clean it up. It's not usually this messy. Nothing is usually this messy. It's just that lately shit has happened. You know, and it's kind of killed me. It's destroyed me a bit. Let's turn this light off. I don't like having all these lights on. I do leave the ones on in here, this one and this one over here, just because I do make my way from my office to the loo and back, or my office to the kitchen, my office to the back door to have a cigarette. You know. Uh, anyways, this is the kitchen. It's also kind of a mess. It's where I put my recyc. All my recycling goes in there, but there's the back door. This is my kitchen. I need to make some coffee today. At some point, I need to wash my coffee pot first. But anyway, yeah, it's not that messy. It's been worse. It's also been a lot better in here before. And like, God, once the weather nicens up a bit, because right now it's pretty fucking stormy. It is pretty stormy right now. I'll give you guys a look here. See if it's still. Is it? Kind of, but well, no, it looks like it stopped snowing. No, it hasn't. Well, no, it hasn't. Don't know if that's coming up on the thing, but it's still snowing pretty good. And yeah, that's like the outside. Oh Christ, smoking is gonna suck. It is really gonna fucking suck. Crap. Oh well. Look at me, glass half empty always. Yay. All right. So, anyways, this is my office. This is where I do most of my existing. This is also where the mess is the biggest, as you can see. I'm always going back and forth. I need to take out my trash. Jesus Christ! I should have cleaned all of this before I started recording. Oh, whatever. But anyways, this is my office. There's the poster fell down. It kept falling down, so I just left it down. Here are books and like bric-a-brac and shit. Lots and lots of shit. I'm a huge science fiction fan, so you'll see a lot of these are science fiction books. Altered Carbon, Isaac Asimov is down in there. Snow Crash, Red Shirts, Star Trek, more Star Trek, The Chronicles of Amber, Locke Lamora. I don't really do fantasy, but Locke Lamora was a Lamora. I can never remember. Locke Lamora was actually a gift from one of my best friends, who sent it to me saying, you don't have to read it, but I think you'll like it if you do. I did, and I did. It was great. Over here we have lots and lots of books. A Mad Scramble, yep. So we got the Mad paperbacks in here too. Um, Here's one of them, A Mad Scramble. There's a bunch of them. This is just like just some random science fiction, and then there's more Mad books, more science fiction. Some of these I got at the library for like a quarter, 50 cents. Hemingway, love me some Papa Hemingway, but I was actually just going to show off these books over here too. Uh-huh, yeah. Yep. Gotta love it. Love science fiction, love just literary fiction, love Chuck Palahniuk. Um, I do not love Orson Scott Card. He's a piece of shit. But I don't know, for some reason, he's one of those few that I can't seem to part with, you know? Like, I gotta keep reading him, I guess. The Ender books were, like, huge for me when I was in high school. So, Murakami. By the way, if you like Neil Gaiman, you will definitely love Haruki Murakami. And if you like Neil Gaiman, that there was a gift from my younger brother, actually. So, that's pretty nifty. Pretty nifty. You can see other magazines and stuff. Um, it is a huge mess. There's my acoustic. I'm hopefully selling that soon. I need the money. That's my acoustic. Over here is one that I will never sell, and that would be Lucy, my my knockoff Rick, my Fakenbacher, my Dockenbacher, if you will. Please don't. All right, I bought it from a kit. Kittenbacher might be okay. I don't like that either though. My keyboard. This is Trixie. Obviously, learn to play piano. Yeah, I use that sometimes. I refer to it. I'm trying to learn to read music. That's a cookbook. There's Snow, one of my other guitars. It's my chair. And then over here is where all of the mess is. It's just a huge fucking cluster fuck of shit here. So I do apologize. Yep, I know it is a huge mess. That bowl is still in use. I've got like frites in there. Some chips. Well, no, these are just fries. I think I don't actually know how that works in England. I think chips are the steak cut fries for all of us Americans, whereas fries would be like those like the McDonald type fries, and then chips obviously would be like well no chips no crisps would be like that I guess. I don't know. I don't really know. Anyways, I'm an idiot, so And there's my red panda. I love red pandas. They are my favorite. This one here, a friend of mine got me. I named her Mary Jane for reasons. Um, yeah, and there's Superman, the last son of Krypton. Look up at the sky. It's a void. It's a plane. No, it's Superman. And here's my computer. You can see. Yep, there we are. That's my computer. This is Tali here. She's my baby. I do love this computer. I really do. She is a good computer as my tobacco. By the way, not even good tobacco, it's just cheap shit. Anyways, mouse and controller. And then finally, here's Sadie, my my chambered, my archtop chambered semi-hollow. I do love Sadie. I got her on Amazon, and when I got her, there's a huge ass crack in the neck, which I've sort of fixed up a little bit with wood glue and shit. It's not great. It doesn't feel good to play when I'm up here, you know. But I do love her. She does sound pretty good, and I do play her. She's a nice guitar. I'm not. I mean, with the big ass crack though, I complained on Amazon. The seller was like, "Hey, look, How about we give you back half your money? You keep the guitar, maybe you fix it up, maybe you sell it, get the other half. And I was just like, you know what? Fuck it. I don't care about getting my money back. I just wanted, a guitar I could play. So I was like, yeah, okay, whatever, sure. So they give me back half my money, and eventually I fixed it. I'm not selling her. It's mine, damn it. And oh, my amp is on its back. It's just, damn it. There we go. Oi! There we go. It's just a little dinky thing. I do like it though. It's good. There's my TV. I used that mostly when I had my desktop. Um, because, well, I needed a screen. I use it with the laptop too sometimes, but I don't know. I like the screen better tiny, I guess. Though it is harder to see. And anyways, folks, that's it. That is it. Well, my apartment in a nutshell, I guess. So, anyways, if I post this, I post this. If I don't, I don't. Again, sorry about the mess. I know it needs to be cleaned up a lot in here, and I need to wash the walls and things too. Hey, but this is my space. My space is amazing. Not really, but it is mine. Be it ever so humble, there is no place like home.